Okay, so here we go with the video. I'm playing two tables of 5100 PLO with 4K cap, and so we get into an interesting hand right away. There's a limper, weak player limps under the gun, and Chufty, Richard Ashby, pots it in the cutoff. Probably just trying to isolate the weak player. I would think his range here can be pretty wide. And ace-jack, 10-8, nice hand with suited ace, 3 diamonds. So I have suited ace, I have some connectors, I have a lot of high card value. I just decided to flat on the button. The hand plays well 3 ways, and I don't really want to like repot it and get it in necessarily pre-flop. So I flop top 2, they check to me. I basically have the nuts here, especially once they check to me, but even in general, flop top 2 in a cap game on a board like this, you're pretty much always going to want to go with it. So I make a big bet, normal size bet, and really strange things happens now is that Chufty check calls after being the pre-flop raiser, which is really strange, and I don't really know what type of hands he would do that with. It doesn't look like a flush to me though. The thing is, on the flop, I'm pretty sure if he had anything to go with a flush draw, you know, if he had like a gut shot and a flush draw or a pair and a flush draw, he would usually just bet and get it in. And for sure, if he had the nut flush draw, you know, with a pair of aces and the nut flush draw, there's no chance he would have bet and got it in, or he would have check shoved on me, or pretty much whatever. If he just has a bare flush draw, I don't even really expect him to just check call the flop, because I mean, I can easily have a bigger flush draw and he can just be drawing stone dead, and he doesn't even know if he's going to get paid off necessarily. And it just doesn't really make any sense for him to play the hand this way, or at least play a flush draw that way. That being said, I'm not really sure what type of hands he does play that way. The type of hand that he actually does end up showing up with probably makes the most sense. A hand, like one pair of aces that doesn't really know where it's at, kind of just doesn't really want to get it on the flop, because even against a big draw, it's not in good shape. Or it's like coin flip or something at best, and it can easily be dominated by a 2-pair hand. But at the same time, when he checks to me and I bet on the button, he doesn't necessarily think I'm strong, so he doesn't want to give up on the hand. So I guess he can call with those hands and put it in on a safe turn card, or like try to turn it into a bluff on certain turn cards or something. I mean, it's very strange. I don't really think I like this line too much with almost any hand.